All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, BAHASHAM, meaning in the name of His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I also want to give double honors unto the apostles, elders, and bishops of a great millstone. Blessings and salutation unto the elect of YAHAWAH, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true children of Israel, spoken of in the Bible. I also want to give salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, the Akim, the brethren out there teaching and preaching His word in truth and sincerity through the spirit of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, throughout the four corners of the earth, as well as the men and women that follow, and those who might look like the other nations but are of the nation of Israel on their father's side by blood. And as you can see in the title, you know, you got to take the crookeds with the straights, which is mentioned in the movie Fences, you know, starring Denzel Washington, amongst a couple other actors and actresses. But this is a quote that he said within this movie, pretty much going into things are going to happen within your life, you know. And upon meditating on this quote earlier today within a movie, he played baseball at a point in time, and I got thinking, it's like when people are up to bat, they don't know whether the pitcher's throwing a curveball, a fastball, a straight ball, whatever the case is, but their job is to hit that ball, right? Life is going to throw us all different type of curveballs and straights, and you know, our job is to overcome those obstacles, overcome those things, right? And I want to get at this real quick. It says Proverbs 16:9, a man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directed his steps. You know, we have what we want to do. As you can see in the NLT, we can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. You know, that's why the scriptures speak about if it's of the Lord's will, we'll do this or do that. All right, because we have our plans, but the Lord has the way that we're going to go. And let me see, because I always get mixed up which one is which. If destiny goes back to destination or vice versa. Yeah, so destiny goes back to destination, which it says fate, overruling necessity, irresistible tendency of certain events to come about. And that's the curveballs. You know, that's the pitches, that's the crookeds with the straights. All right, you can't always expect for things, well, you shouldn't always expect for things to go how you want it to, or how you plan for it to go. All right, especially dealing within this truth, within this gospel, because what Satan has a job to do as well. All right, the spirits on the left hand side have a job to do as well, and their job is to jump on people within your life, to, you know, bring about situations that you can read in the book of Job. Okay, how Satan was messing with him, and you know, the Lord bet on Job. All right, hey, you tried my servant Job, you know, well, you only, and Satan like, well, he's only, you know, loyal to you because of this reason and that reason. All right, but the Heavenly Father knew the potential that Job had within him because he gave it to him. All right. So let me see, destination. It says act of appointing, designation, purpose, design. Yeah, your life is designed a certain way. Okay. It's determined a certain way. Choose, make firm or fast. Break down to the word D, meaning completely or formally. Stenere, meaning to stand formally or completely. Stand, meaning what? The things you go through are going to make you firm. Call out BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. It's 1144, 144. The things you go through are going to make you firm. That's what enduring is. And when you endure something, it goes into making you hard, making you solid. All right. And the best way it is by way of in overcoming it, because you're gonna have that experience. All right, you're gonna have that experience to where you've been there before. But if you just go through any situation and deal with it with emotions, and by that I mean you're not learning anything from it, you just getting mad at that moment, mad within that moment, or sad in that moment. Don't get me wrong, emotions will come. We're in this flesh, you know, but that's why we have this word. That's why we have the Akim. That's why we have the spirit of YAHAWASHI, is to dwell on those things, dwell on that help, dwell on that support to get us through these things, man. Okay, speaking of Job, let's go into Job 2 and 9 real quick. It says, Job 2 and 9, it says, then said his wife unto him, doest thou still retain thy integrity? Which is, that's a good choice of word. It says, curse the Most High and die. Let's see what the blue letter says within that. Because integrity, all right, is thama, which says just integrity. So let's see what the etymology says. It says innocence, blameliness, chastity, chastity, purity, soundness, wholeness, completeness, correctness. All right, going back to integer, which means, you know, being whole, perfect condition. Okay, because what it a fidelity, which is, you know, going into being faithful. All right, devotion towards the Heavenly Father, man. Your faith in YAHAWASHI. You know, Salakia for bringing out all these words I didn't intend to, but the Spirit is moving right now. Okay, so she's asking him, are you? Let's plug that word in. Job 2 and 9. Then said his wife unto him, doest thou still retain thy faithfulness, or thy faith? Curse the Most High and die. Do you still retain, do thou still retain thy devotion? Are you still devoted to the Lord after all of this that had happened? You done lost, you know, your family, well, you know, your children. You done lost your finances in a sense. All right, so hey, with him losing his children, there's going to be death within our families, man. All right, that's something that we have to understand. Okay, the money, things going to happen to your money, or there's going to come a time where you're not going to have the amount of money you once had, or enough money for certain things, whatever. But in those moments is when you need to retain your integrity. All right. Instead of getting emotional and then cursing the Heavenly Father and then being judged by that. Okay? Because we're going to go through these moments. You got to take the crookeds with the straights. Okay? Which goes into the next precept. In a way it says, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, which is considered the straights? And shall we not receive evil, which is considered the crookeds? All right. And all this did not Job sin with his lips. And that's what it is. Things are going to happen, because things have to happen, because we have to be brought through that fire. All right. And we have to get out those impurities that's within us. Okay. Just as gold and silver is brought through fire, you know, as the scriptures speak about the gold being tried in the fire. All right. And acceptable men in adversity. That adversity is that fire. We're not literally going to go through fire, but we're going to go through things that's going to put our spirit on fire. It's going to, you know, get our blood boiling, so to speak. Okay. Through the Spirit earlier today, you know, me and a few of the brothers, we worked at the same gig, and I seen one of the brothers getting frustrated, and I just looked out and said, hey, bro, woosah, you know. Because I can see, I know how that job can get to when you're dealing with these machines and you expect these machines to go a certain way. The room I work in, a lot of people don't work in there dealing with all of the maintenance you got to do to the machine periodically throughout the shift, instead of hitting a button and then hitting another to cut it on, and then hitting another button to cut it off. Now, all machines have their problems, but a lot of people stay out of that room because it can be very frustrating. Okay, and it's a constant, like I said, maintenance in doing the machines. The machines used to be you can just turn them on and they'll run how they used to, but they're old and worn out now. All right, hey, just like this world. This world is old and worn out, so you got to understand, the wicked coming down with great wrath, and he's the physical counterpart of Satan. So Satan's going to get on him. He's going to get on certain people within your lives. He's going to cause certain things to happen within your life. But all in all, you got to remember that the Heavenly Father is allowing this to happen, man. All right. Yes, things can be very, very, seem very messed up, I would say. But the Lord, he ain't going to bring us through nothing we can't handle. He ain't going to, he ain't going to put nothing on us that we can't handle. It's the flesh fighting against our spirit that says we can't handle it, that wants to get emotional. All right. And when you watch, this is a real good movie too. It's actually, I ain't gonna say one of my favorites, but it's definitely on the list of good movies for me. It's definitely on a list of good movies as far as the lessons that was, he was trying to present to his children. And you can see that. You can just see it happening, man. How, children thinking they got it, or children just thinking simple, and him just trying to direct them in the right way, and they might not agree with it based off of the way that he's presenting it. Okay? Well, that's what this truth is. Some people don't agree with it because of the way that it's presented. Oh, why would God do that? Why would God allow this to happen? And, there's people that mock and scoff at slavery. Motherfucker, it happened because we went off from serving our Heavenly Father. That's the understanding to it. Just as but then you'll turn around for the most part and discipline your child when they don't listen to you. Well, what do you think the Heavenly Father had to do to us? I'll tell you one thing. Just based off of the history and based off of where we at and based off of through the spirit where we're headed to, I wouldn't want to go through this again. I wouldn't want to go through all of this. I can't wait to get up out this place, but I know that I have to be patient. I know that I got to continue to do my job, as the scriptures say. I'll get that too. This is 2 Peter 1:10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, because many are called, but few are chosen. So once you're called, you do what you're supposed to do so you can be of the chosen, so you can be elected. All right? It says, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. And that's what it is. The Lord will continuously look out for you. You'll retain your integrity. All right? When the times get hard and the times get rough, you'll know how to abound and know how to abase, man. And we're about to come into moments where you're going to need that integrity. You better retain that integrity because it's going to get ugly out here. All right, which is written. We know these things. So, hey, understanding, you got to take the crookeds with the straights. Shall we receive good of the Heavenly Father and not receive evil? This ain't about to be no dang cakewalk into the kingdom, man. All right, we're going to be tried. We're going to be tested. You think you've been tried and tested before and already? It's the elect is the elect for a reason, man. All right. We just got to hope and pray that we're part of that number. So with that, Lord willing, you was edified, and Lord willing, we allowed to endure into the end. And once again, I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHA, QADASH, BARAKNAWA. Shalom.